somebody, am I found out?
Am I found out? No.
Technically, did you know, technically, if you, if you drink to get drunk, you're an alcoholic. That's what they say.
Well, that's some bullshit. That's the only
I'm
time
like,
I ever drink.
why would you not drink to get drunk? What would you drink if you weren't planning on getting drunk?
No shit.
Or at least take the edge off a little bit. That's what she does.
No, I just drink to get drunk.
When she drinks, she's like, I have to drink. I have to drink, or I'm just gonna fucking just lose my mind.
I don't think I was actually fully sober at all over the weekend.
She's like,
She drank all day.
I started Friday at book group and didn't stop until Sunday night.
Yep. I hear you.
Yeah, no.
I'm not here to judge anybody.
Well,
Everybody does what they have to do.
welcome to Spilling My Usual Tea.
Have we started?
We have.
When did we start?
After your story, when you two started laughing,
Talking about vices.
figured that was a good spot.
Okay. Yeah.
Good thing I didn't go into my other vices.
Where's the other one at? About your sexual addiction?
No, I don't have a sexual addiction.
Bondage fetish.
It's all undiscovered dreams that I've never...
I didn't know I was into that, and then she woke up.
I still don't know if I'm into it. Never happened. Still waiting.
Dare to dream.
Come on, bondage fairy.
The bondage fairy.
Take me, bondage
You think
fairy.
like one
I
day
need the
you're gonna
bondage
like
fairy.
move a rock in the yard, and there'll be like some straps and some rope there.
I'd be like, where did these
Ball
come from?
gag. It's the bondage fairy. Finally.
So there
What took
was
so long?
this, because we're spilling tea right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to the internet, yeah.
Yeah, to the internet and the void.
It's not the void. It could be technically millions of people.
It could be.
Could
It
be your
might one
boss.
day.
You know,
Yeah, it could be your boss. That's why I don't talk about shit in here. That's why I don't talk about clients.
You know what?
So-
That's okay.
Which one is that? Because they're all naked.
Oh.
It's one of the naked ones. Hey, we got the camera on, so you can't be running around naked.
It's time for bed, bud.
I love you. You're a handsome boy, but you need to go lay back down because it's bedtime and you're not wearing clothes.
All I see is that little head poked around.
Hmm.
Little face.
Yeah, put some jammy pants on.
He'll go and put some pants on and he'll come back down.
Good night, Oliver.
Love you, Ollie Bear.
Go to
That's the
bed.
best thing about kids. They're like bobbing around like little gnats. Unless you want them. If you want them, then they don't have nothing to do with you.
Come here and love on me.
As soon as you get doing something, as soon as you're in doing something, you're like dialed in.
And you know what? Like today, like today, Parker got kicked out of daycare again. And I had him at the house. Huh?
Remember, we're live.
Yeah, I know. Got kicked out of daycare again. And he's just sitting there being good. I let him play his game because I didn't feel like messing with him too much. I was tired. And so he's just sitting there quietly playing his game. And he'd go play with his toys. And he'd come play with his game. And he'd just being quiet all day long. And then the minute his mom walks in the door, he just starts losing his mind. Just bouncing off the furniture, bouncing off of her.
I was curious.
He wouldn't shut up.
I assume it's just me. I assume that they act that way when I'm at home.
They're happy. You make them happy. They just can't contain it.
Which is really weird because she screams at them.
I'm like,
They
go
love it.
do something.
They love it.
It's like,
Get out.
that's like Parker's favorite thing is listening to mother scream her head off.
Seems like it.
It's like their love language. Just screaming at the top of your lung. Get off of me!
Stop touching me. Stop. It's like as soon as I got home, he had a gun on top of me.
That's the thing about it.
The
It's
second
like
one.
he'll come over to me and he'll
Give you
put
a
his
hug.
head on me and love on me. I love you, Dad. You're so handsome. You're like a prince. And then he'll wander off. And then he'll go to love on his mom, and she's like, "Get off off of me! And he's like, challenge accepted.
Here's
he
the thing.
Like, jumps in her lap.
Here's the thing, though. Does he do that thing when he goes to, like, hug you? He then rubs his face on you? Because that's what he does to me.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I'll look down and he'll be like... And as long as he doesn't snot on his face, I don't care.
He takes his face and rubs up and down on my arm.
Because he knows it bothers you.
Thinking about it makes me I'm just like...
I'll be like doing something. I'll be like reading a book or something. I'll be sitting there chilling, reading a book. And I'll look over and he's just rubbing his face on me. And I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice he was doing it. But it drives you batshit. Like most of the stuff that drives you nuts, I don't even notice they're doing it.
Because you're dialed into that book or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's the difference between being a guy and a woman.
Yeah.
Because I'll ignore a lot. But anyway, what are we talking about today?
Titan Mage.
Titan Mage. Can we get some background information?
So, on Friday night, we had met up with Sneaky Wink.
Stinky Wink.
And the topic of Smut for Men came up. You brought it up.
I brought it up.
You had discovered this book. It is called Titan Mage by Edie Skye. It is the first of a series.
And Edie Skye doesn't write exclusively Smut for Men, but she writes a lot of Smut for Men. And I think the Edie Skye is a pen name. She has like 3 of them.
This book in particular is advertised as Smut for Men. It is a harem romance.
Yeah, it's weird to have a standard harem instead of a reverse harem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't even understand why they call it a reverse harem. It's a harem. It's just a harem.
I don't know.
A reverse harem would be like...
Women like vowels. Reverse. No, wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
It's just a harem.
Harem of men.
I don't understand why it
still...
has like a different meaning because it has to do with women.
I don't know. Don't know why. Don't really care to dissect that part of this.
Okay.
We'll have to ask the AI gods.
She's not fucking having my ass today. She's like, you know what, Jamie?
I'm trying to be good. I was
I'm
getting ready to hit a
awful
third, but...
Yeah, Cricket's decided to pace herself during the live because she
Good.
wants to be able to talk and be understood.
No, I was shamed into it.
But the reason being is because I would like for her to be talk and be understood. She was shamed into it.
So, anyway,
No virtue here.
this is Titan Mage number 1. I would assume that all of these follow some kind of Titan Mage number 2. It seems like they all follow the same guy
Yeah.
throughout the storyline.
I'm about 30% of the next book.
Are you?
And yeah, it's the same team. Yeah.
I am not going to read the next one. Unless you finish that book and you tell me that it's like so much better than the first one, I'm not going to read it.
You said you liked it.
It was enjoyable. I did like it.
You've read the next book of books that you didn't like.
Actually, no, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You definitely read like 3 or 4 of books that I don't like.
Well, that's different. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean I don't like
Like
it.
that Guild book?
How? We're not even going to discuss that because
Oh my
I
gosh,
think it's
that
a
was
great book.
Horrible book, followed by a horrible book, followed by a horrible book.
But that's the thing. You think most books are horrible.
Not necessarily. Like, am I going to say that this book knocked it out of the park? No, I'm not. I didn't.
So you're going to let the alcoholics sit over here and kind of
It's
draw
worth-
y'all back in. Getting off topic.
We're not on topic. We're talking about the book.
Anyway,
I said, did this book knock it out of the park? No, it didn't.
it does have a 4.2 out of 5 on Goodreads with only 11,000 ratings.
That's good.
Yeah. And then 72 actual written reviews. It is 343 pages long. You can get it on Kindle Unlimited. I did the audiobook version. I did see that you could purchase the entire series with 1 credit.
Yeah, for 20, the entire series for 1 credit.
Mm-hmm.
May I interject?
I got 1 book for 1 credit. I didn't realize you get the whole series for 1 credit.
Yeah, I kind of got fucked too.
1 credit.
We got fucked.
We're using my Audible account?
No, honey.
It's the only Audible account I have is yours.
Oh shit!
You have
So
11,
you have
11 credits.
You have it twice.
You have 10 credits.
You bought the whole
wait.
series. Did
So-
you buy the whole series?
So I had to have to pull up.
Because you need to clarify if you bought the whole series because he's on the second book.
She is pissed because I used one of her credits on Audible.
But for her to have that
No.
many credits,
Okay,
that's pretty
no.
fucking
My
amazing.
question is, did you buy the first book or the second book?
Second book.
Oh, that's fine. But yes, you can buy the whole series for 1 credit.
Well, just the 1 book is, I don't know how many is in the series. I thought it was only 3 or 4.
Let me show you. Let me look. No, I'm not. I thought I purchased a credit on the first book. I purposely didn't buy the entire series because I was like, if I buy the
When I got
entire
on my
series,
Audible, I said I had 11 credits.
yeah, and now I have 10.
I have 0. I never have any credits. I always have to get extra.
Because you listen to every book in audiobook.
Yeah, that's all I got time
Yeah,
for.
you can get the Titan Mage box set for 1 credit.
1 credit?
Mm-hmm.
When I looked it up, it said it was like $22.
I'm looking at it and it says $15.50.
Well, if you can get the box set for $22, you can still get the box set for 1
The
credit.
complete Crystal Moon
really?
arc.
Yeah.
How much is a credit?
Well,
15. A credit is 15 something a month.
yeah, unless you get like a. Like I have
So
to
this
do.
is
So
this
you're
is
just like you're just racking up credits because you're paying $50 a month.
yeah. But I did just purchase a book that was $40 if I was gonna buy it from Audible for credit.
Yeah. So you got it for like $15.
What a racket!
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can buy the entire series books 1 through 5 for 1 credit right now.
Oh, you should do it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you know you have a credit, and
Are you going to listen to all of them?
I may. It depends. Well, wait. If this one gets better, then
Okay.
I will. But
Okay.
if it doesn't get better, then I won't.
That's fine. I don't care that you I don't want you, let me phrase it this way. If you feel as though you're going to listen to the rest of the series, let's buy the entire series because I don't want to waste 5 credits on this whole
Don't
series.
use all her damn credits. Is what she's trying to
I
say.
hoard them
Just saying.
like a dragon.
I'll say it for you. Don't use all her damn credits. Credit hog.
I've used 1 credit on her Audible since she's fucking had it.
Who's paying for it? She works too.
We're paying for it.
We are paying for it together. The only reason I
Thus
got
far, we've been paying for it together, and thus far I've gotten nothing out of it.
I'm just
And I'm
saying
getting bitched at for using 1 credit.
I'm just saying I thought what you're talking about is that you had bought the first book and I was like, fuck, did it somehow let him buy that first book when I already bought it?
Yeah, but
That's what I was worried about.
It was a credit, and your face was turning beat ass red.
It's like
over a Audible credit.
It's $15.
Yeah, I accidentally bought a pair of shoes yesterday. It was like
Accidentally.
$20. Yeah, I accidentally bought a pair of shoes. I found a pair of shoes like the ones I've got on, but they have holes in them.
yeah.
Falling apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're fine. Duct tape.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, totally. Duct tape at the tattoo shop. That's a good look.
Mm.
But anyway, I found a brand new pair of them, and it said 9.5, and I bought them because they only wanted $21 or they wanted $25 for them.
Mhm.
I paid like almost $100 for these,
I know.
which is at the time I was like, I am an idiot. For paying $100 for a pair of shoes.
I remember having to talk you into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember?
but there's like $20. I was like, oh, that's a good value. So I bought it, and then I was like checking it to make sure that they had, because I made them an offer. I was checking to make sure if they accepted my offer, and I realized that they were 9.5 women's.
Oh.
8 bins.
Oops.
Aw.
Yeah.
That wouldn't fit either of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't fit. If it would have fit you, I would have kept them because they were so cheap. But they wouldn't fit either of us. So I messaged. I could not figure out for the life of me how to cancel my bid.
Were they on Poshmark?
Huh?
Were they on Poshmark?
It's on eBay.
Oh.
But apparently, if you're using, they make it impossible for you to like retract your. Not, it wasn't a bid. It was a offer. Made an offer.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, you have to fill out some kind of a offer cancellation form. And I was like, dude, I want to eat shit on this pair of shoes that nobody can wear. I don't know anybody that can wear it. It's a size 8.
Women's?
Men's.
It's 9.5 women's.
I'm trying to think if Warren could wear them.
Maybe he might be able to. And I don't think he can wear an 8. I think he's a 9. Robert can't wear them either. They were really cool shoes. It didn't matter. So I messaged the seller and I said, hey, I accidentally bid on these. They aren't my size. Could you reject my offer? They said, yep, no problem.
I mean,
Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah, it was. Well, they didn't want to like stir up anything for no reason. All they
Yeah.
did was reject my
Yeah,
offer.
'cause honest mistake. Thought it was guys. That was a woman's size.
But that was like the first time I really kind of felt like,
You made a win.
no, like I felt like a tech idiot. I couldn't figure out how to.
oh.
I couldn't figure out how to cancel my
Hey,
bid on
Carmen.
eBay.
Well,
Who's on?
'cause-
Carmen.
Carmen's on. Did she read
Oh,
it?
I
don't
guess
know.
I need another shot. Carmen's on. I'm just kidding.
I'm thinking about taking a shot. I'm full of pizza though. I can probably drink the rest of that bottle.
I'm not feeling anything. I just got wild hair up my ass.
Is that all you feel? Is that wild hair up
Nope,
your
it's
ass?
gone. I don't have
What's the
anything
difference
anymore.
between a standard hair?
Huh?
What's the difference between a standard hair and a wild hair?
Well, standard hair is where it's supposed to be. A wild hair is where it's not supposed to be. At least
In your
that's.
ass?
I mean,
Oh, is it like a foreign hair in your ass? Like
It
a
could be.
hair from a head on your ass? In your ass.
Makes for some good tea. That's for a whole nother.
You know what I
So-
found 2 days ago?
A hair in your ass.
No, speaking of hair, I found that's one of you. One of you two should have told me this, and you guys kept it to yourself, and I knew that it was visible. It had to have been. I had like 2 like really long hairs on my ear.
Okay, so yeah, I did see that.
Why
did
didn't
not.
you say something to me?
I forgot.
No, you didn't. You just didn't want to say it.
I forgot. You were. Doing,
I would have said something. I did not see it.
You
Yeah.
were doing a tattoo or something.
But
and
I have,
saw
like-
it, and then I forgot.
I have like little fuzz on my ears all the time, a little bit.
Well, I'm so used to seeing Patrick. Patrick has hair on his ear all the time.
Yeah, but-
He
that's
won't
gross,
take it off.
dude. That's gross.
Like,
Jamie
hey,
wants it off.
I don't
Let
put up
me
with
get
like
that for you.
hair. If I get like, sometimes I get a hair like right here, and sometimes I get a hair up here. And I don't deal with my eyebrows being long. Like when I cut my hair, I put on a 2. I've explained this before. Have I explained it on a live before? All
He's explained this before, you idiot.
right.
My boss already said that to me,
What?
that I'm an idiot.
Your boss said you're an idiot?
Not
Carmen says, had she
specifically.
seen it, she would have told you.
Yeah, because she's got my back. And she doesn't care.
I was going to
She
ask
doesn't
you
care
if I
if I
could
feel
braid
bad or
it.
not. Braid the 2 hairs on my ear.
Yeah.
You're so full of shit.
But I forgot. I did forget.
Anyway,
I don't remember what day it was
when I
either.
cut my hair, because I cut my own hair, and when I cut my hair, I'll do a 1 on the sides and a 7 on top. And I'll fade it up, and then I'll put a 2 on there, and I'll just hit everything else on my body with a 2. Everything, usually, unless I'm pressed for time. But I was talking to somebody about that the other day. And I was like, yeah, I just shave my eyebrows with 2. I'll like get it on my pits because I don't like having long pit hair. It's
My
kind of gay,
legs.
but whatever. And on my nipples and whatever. 'cause,
He doesn't,
I mean, who
he
wants
doesn't have to worry
like,
about his
long
legs and
ass-
toes. He doesn't
I
have
know.
leg hair.
I pluck mine.
Jamie
nipple
doesn't
hair?
have leg hair.
Well, you're supposed to, I guess.
I pluck my nipple hair.
Yeah. Well, I don't pluck my nipple hair
Pluck
because I
it
have too
out.
much
Yeah,
of
I
it.
used to braid it, but the
Bitch.
So it was gross. Anyway, and I shave everything else with it too. And I was telling somebody else about that the other day.
And they
It wasn't the
pointed
other
out
day,
your
it was
hair?
years ago. But
Oh.
I said it in front of Robert.
Oh, I
And then
remember this
Robert
story.
goes, "Dude, you cut my hair with those trimmers."
I remember this story now.
I said, "Yes, I do.
And I love you, son.
I love you." Anyway, and usually I'll like clean everything up because I don't like. I mean, it's one thing to be an old man, but it's another thing to be a gross old man. So I try to like
Carmen says she plucks,
pluck your nipple hair,
I guess.
Yeah.
but I don't let my nose grow. I know a lot of guys when they get to be my age, they'll just let their nose hair grow into their mustache. That is absolutely foul. It's not camouflaged. If there's ever any dudes watching, it's not camouflaged, dude. Everybody knows that's nose hair.
Uh-huh.
Pull your mustache down and deal with your shit, man.
Yeah, every day if you have to, because we know that shit grows fast.
It does. So I just,
That's why you wax.
oh my
Oh,
god,
have
my
you seen that?
daughter.
Have you ever done that?
My daughter got a hold of me one time, and she had like this. They were waxing their eyebrows,
Oh shit.
and the wax that she had was for eyebrows, not for nose hair. And she's like, "Dad, can I pull your nose hairs out?" And I was like, "Sure," because it's either she does it or I do it. But I don't like use wax or anything. I'll just reach up there and pull them out until they're all gone.
You really make trimmers for that.
That's the thing about it, is if you use nose hair trimmers and you get in there with a nose hair trimmer, then you have all these stiff hairs in your nose from being trimmed. I don't like that, so I just pull them out. And I'm so used to doing it, it doesn't bother me anymore. But she's like, "Are you going to pull all your nose hairs out?" And I was like, "Oh, fucking full send it, dude." I was like, that way I don't have to do it, right? So she shoves.
What about your ears?
What about
I'll wax your ear hair.
can. I just do it. That's the thing about it. Is
The
I'll
waxing
get,
is so
like
much
one
easier.
or two.
Saves so much time.
So I'll just grab it, pull it. But she shoves these sticks up my nose, and she's not using something that's meant for the inside of your nose. She's using something that's meant for your eyebrows, and it's like it's really super sticky, like super sticky. So when she yanked my nose hairs out,
Like.
it like ripped the entire inside lining of my nose out with it, and my nose just immediately started bleeding out of both nostrils.
Oh Lord. Ugh.
And she's like, "Did it hurt?"
Well, of course it hurt.
I'm like, "Well, I'm not gonna be a bitch about it, but I'm pretty sure that you wrecked the inside of my nose."
Carmen says, I pluck my eyebrows too. Crap managed beards are also gross. I do not wax. The trimmer she uses does not do that.
What trimmer she uses for nose hairs?
For her nose
Yeah,
hairs.
mine doesn't either.
What does it
Carmen.
do? What does it do then?
It just trims them, like all the way down.
I don't think that women have these coarse nose hairs that men have.
No, that's why I was sitting here
Probably
thinking, man,
not.
you'll have completely different hairs.
Yeah, we have different kind of nose hairs. It's
Unless-
basically beard hair in our nose.
Yeah, because my nose hair is not like that. It's like arm hair. Soft.
Yeah, mine is not.
I would much rather wax and pluck or shave. I'm gonna start going and getting waxing done.
You get the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was
Brazilian under boob wax.
Is that alcohol?
under boob wax?
Yeah, because I can say unhinged stuff.
I would
It's just-
think
Man, you say one fucking thing to Cricket, man, and it just fucking, it becomes a topic.
What? You're not the only person to say anything. Everybody acts like I'm alcoholic. I'm like, dude,
Nobody said you were an
I had 2 or
alcoholic.
3 drinks.
We were just saying that we would like to share your input with the book, and sometimes you go off the rails when you're too drunk.
I go off the rails without being drunk. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay,
I'm just saying.
we lose sight of what's going on when you're too drunk. You're just like,
I have nothing to do with this. How long have we been on this live?
hand me that fucking Jose.
Carmen says mine's a flat trimmer, not the dumb round one they give men.
Yeah, mine's flat too.
How do you shove a flat trimmer up your nose?
Ooh.
What's a flat trimmer? Why does it go up your nose? How does it go up your nose?
I feel like this
well,
is
it's like
this
very
is something.
small. Maybe I'll bring it next time.
Oh, like one of those little. It looks like a tiny comb. It still
got
does.
the little-
It still does the same thing. It still just cuts the hair off.
Yeah, but it's like a back
It's
and
not
forth.
like it files the end to a taper and then you're done.
It gets closer though, I guess, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe it does a better job of capturing the hairs. I don't know. I know I poured out like shit.
Yeah, it's on me.
I haven't drank that much
It's
yet.
okay.
I think you need
It's
to
okay.
like drink
Stop
that.
being so
Catch up
sensitive.
with me.
Okay.
Nonsense.
Me and Cricket are going to go back and forth. We lost the point here. What were we talking about before this?
Well, we were supposed to be talking about the book that we finished. Did Carmen read it?
Yeah, she read it, I think.
Did you read Titan Mage, Carmen?
I did. Well, I didn't read it. I listened to it. Here, can you do some with that?
Like what?
Man it up. Make it dry.
Is that what manning it up means? Make it dry?
I just
If that's the
brought
case, I've been manning it up my whole life. Sometimes just by talking.
I think it's
Look, I'm manning up right now with my wife.
here. Pour me, here, pour me a drink.
Alright.
Do we have to do a waiver at the beginning of this
Yeah.
for
A
alcohols and stuff?
disclaimer? No. They said as long as you're not abusing it, you're fine.
Oh,
Yeah. But I had Jessica look it up because I want to see if we actually drink during these live.
Yes, she read it.
Okay.
good.
I really want to know what she thought about it. She might have
Yes.
hated it. She
Was
might
it trash or did you
wasn't-
enjoy it?
It wasn't amazing. A little background for this book. Even the author said that it started out as a joke.
It was fucking hilarious.
She was like, I'm gonna make a smut book for men, and it started out as like a joke.
I loved
So,
it. I thought it was funny.
which is why I'm curious about the second one, but have not started reading it yet. So, brief synopsis without actually reading the synopsis.
Okay.
This is the part where I start yawning. It's about a guy who kind of gets transported into a parallel universe where magic and robot fighting and all this shit is real.
Uh huh.
And he is just some 19-year-old loser.
Oh, he's a handicap.
You know
Hey,
what?
No.
I would,
He's
No,
handicap.
I
no.
would not call him a loser.
I would
he
say-
was not a loser.
I would say that he was a...
He was a guy that was down. He was down on his luck.
I'm
He
talking
was
about the
not-
fact that he hadn't gotten laid and he was 19 and referring it back
Well,
to...
He love and
You
everything.
know what? I think that guys start getting laid later in life nowadays. I don't
I
think
didn't
that. I
get
don't think
laid till
19.
I was-
I don't think 19's too late to be a virgin for a dude nowadays.
I don't think I got
When
laid
was this
till
book
I was
published?
19 or 18. 18 or 19.
Two-
It was after I graduated.
2002 or 2000 or 22
2022.
2022.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like, it's
All right,
reasonable.
I rescind my statement.
Okay.
He was a 19-year-old kid who had been paralyzed. I didn't know if I was going to say that, but it is in the
He was
synopsis.
wheelchair bound.
It says on here, on the synopsis.
But he wasn't really.
Paralyzed by a drunk driver, let go from his job, and stuck in a sad, stagnant town in the middle of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Joseph Locke was having the worst day of his life, and then he died.
Yeah.
So, this book is promoted as steampunk. It's promoted as smut for men.
Uh-huh.
It comes off as a comedy. It comes
Yeah,
off
it's
very
not
silly.
lighthearted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Straight
are
away.
our favorites.
I loved
Usually, it's
it.
usually my favorites. Are the funny ones.
It was, in my opinion, it was an enjoyable read. It was funny.
Well, it's fun to read.
Listen to it while I got dead animals out of the pool.
Ooh. I'll have to hear about that story later.
Oh man, she pulled that thing out. It's just like. First of all, she lifts it out of the water, and then she goes. Ugh. It just came out of the water, and here's what happened.
Was it the
She
smell?
lifts it.
I was
she's like,
in the pool.
She was
Let's
like
be.
raking along. I don't know what she felt.
Oh.
I don't know what she felt. She had hip waders on.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got
Okay,
waiters.
okay.
So
So
let's
she's in there with hip
clarify.
waders on, and she's raking. I guess she found something.
I know, it was floating on top. It was floating on top of the water.
So she lifts it up.
We still don't know what it is.
And she lifts it up out of the water, and the minute it comes out of the water...
The smell? Or disintegrate?
Pink fucking... It just disintegrates into pink chunks. And then as soon as it disintegrates into pink chunks, she goes...
I'm like, no! Throw it out of the pool.
Throw it out of the pool, and then and she's like,
the smell was so bad. I was like,
oh, that's not that bad. And then the wave of stink hit me. I was like,
How big
oh,
was it?
I was like, my poor baby. She was right fucking next to it, and just fell apart like stew.
I was like, I have to get out of the pool, get away from the smell.
It was bigger than a squirrel.
It had a skull on it like this.
I'm pretty sure
it's
sitting out. It's sitting out next to the pool still because.
No, I'll wait till the smell goes away.
It has.
I'm good.
Here's the thing. Let me just talk about our dog for a second.
Oh no.
He was interested in it.
He ran to it.
He ran to it. We told him no twice, and he has not fucking touched it since.
Oh, really?
Good boy.
It is exactly the same as it was, because I keep checking to make sure that my dog is not trying to eat it.
He would be rolling in it.
It was so...
Oh yeah, that's
it's like,
parfum.
But we're in there like fucking around, and she's in there just digging shit out of the pool over and over and over again.
It's
And Carmen actually had told us the other day, she was like, oh, you can drain your pool as long as you don't leave it drained for very long. And I looked it up, she's right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we've got dead animals and shit in this pool.
Again.
The leaves are just fucking filthy, and they're like it's 2 years worth of shit of us just not doing anything to it at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't we just drain the pool completely, clean out the sludge, pressure wash it, and fill it back up?
Yeah. That would
that's what we're
easiest.
I think I'll be able to do it tomorrow. Because it's almost empty.
Is it low?
It's low. It's low enough that you can see the bottom.
I put that pump in there. Not all the way to the bottom, because I didn't want it to get clogged and not keep pumping.
Well, then we should probably go look at it before.
Yeah, we got the...
But
I would get this right, and this isn't okay. I'm not gonna blame this on my wife. This was a mishap.
You did fucking blame it on me, and I swear to God,
Baby.
I almost threw my phone out my car window when you fucking texted me. I was like, and I was on the phone with somebody. I was like, this motherfucker thinks I'm an idiot. I was like, how dare he think this?
First of all, there's no way that should have happened. There's no way that should have happened. I get that you didn't mean to do that.
It pisses me off that you still think I did it.
I get. Okay, the fucking cord fairy came along. I'm just saying. Here's what I found when I went out there to check. She's like, "Can you go out there and check the pump to see if it's still running?" I'm like, "Sure."
Oh God, was the cord in the?
The cord was in the fucking water. I started pulling the cord up.
Oh no!
And
it probably just
I pulled out
slid
the plug, along with the plug that goes to the pump.
It probably just slid in.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the pump like shifted or something.
But
and pulled the cord in.
at the time,
his
I was
reaction
just like,
to
oh
it is, "Oh wait, where's my phone? I can read you the conversation."
Oh shit!
Because
getting
to
spoiled.
I had to stop talking to him because I was like, "Oh, I'm mad." I was mad.
I don't understand why you're so mad. I'm the one that almost got electrocuted pulling the fucking plug out of the pool.
Oh hell no, you didn't.
But
I said, "How's the pool looking?" His only response was a video of him pulling the cord out, and I said, "So no different?" And he goes, "Do you understand?"
And that's the answer she gave me. She completely unfazed by the fact that I just pulled an extension cord, plug in down out of the pool. Completely fucking unfazed by that. She goes, "Oh, so it's no different?"
I was driving. Let me go. And he goes,
so you understand, with that response that I got from her, I was like, well, you understand why this is bad, right?
And so I'm like, he's like, "Do you understand what I just did?" I said, "I guess not. It's a pump fried since I said that isn't supposed to be in the pool." I said that. He goes, "No, you electrified the pool." I said, "I didn't mean to." And I said, "I'm
Did
still."
you stick your finger in it to see?
You shut up.
I would.
He said, "I'm still not really sure what's happening at this point. For the So is the whole pool fucked? Did it just kill something again? I don't know. Obviously, I don't understand. Because you can't drop an outlet into the pool. It kills you immediately. I said, I didn't drop it in the pool when I originally put the pump in the pool. I didn't have it inside the water.
She acts like I'm an asshole.
Who was an asshole?
Because I pulled the fucking plug out of our pool that was plugged into an outlet. No, there's no ground fault on that, by the way.
You immediately assume. Well, obviously,
He just thinks that
it wasn't.
But the way it came across is that I just like plugged it in and went.
It wasn't that the plug was in the pool, because I get shit happens, but it was her response to that. She was like, "Oh, so it's not done, or what's wrong?" That's what I got from that. And she's like, "Oh, so I guess it's not done."
It's just his response to me being like, "So how's the pool?" And he's just like the whole fucking video. That's it. He doesn't say anything in the video. It's just him pulling the plug. I'm like,
well, what I expected to happen from that is for her to be like, "Oh my god."
She wasn't looking at the plug. She was looking at the pool. So all she saw was.
Don't fucking pander to that bullshit. She had an outlet in the pool plugged in.
Yes, it was running. Yes, it was on.
Huh?
Okay. Carmen asked me if it was on and if it was running.
Well, okay, so
it wasn't running because it was submerged in water, and that's what happens. You put a dead. She knows how that shit works. She's an engineer.
I'm just fucking saying. I didn't. Even if I did it, I didn't do it on purpose.
Okay.
And for the only response to be you pulling out of the video and just you like mic dropped it, and I'm like,
no, I didn't. I pulled out a pool and dropped it.
Oh, I'm sure it was a mic drop. It was a cord drop. Look,
I'm
dumbass.
gonna watch.
Why are you never on my fucking team?
Look at you, dumbass.
I also want to know. Oh, I think the noise.
I had to be on her team.
No, you don't.
She's
because she's the one that might punch you.
Probably. I'm scared of.
Yeah, it exactly is. It's exactly that. You fucking pull it out of. You pull it out of the fucking pool.
Yeah, you show them.
They can see it if they zoom in or whatever.
Pulled it out of the pool.
Drop it on the fucking deck, and then it just pan back to the pool.
Okay. My question. I have a question. Did you put that fucking thing back in there so you could pull it out to show her?
No. What I did was I pulled it out, saw that it was that the outlet was submerged in water, immediately dropped it.
Back into the pool.
Immediately dropped it back in the pool because I want to get fucking electrocuted by it. I went back to the outlet.
Pussy.
Damn.
Whatever, dude. Pussy. You should have took it like a man. Should have just pulled it out and unplugged it.
Dude, you said it didn't have a thing on it, so would it have just blown a breaker?
So
that was the thing about it, is that our breakers are unreliable at best, and it had no ground fault. So what I did was
you should have jumped in there and tried it.
I pulled it out of the pool.
You don't want to jump into that water. Don't do it.
I pulled it out of the pool. I saw that it was fucking. It was plugged in and hot. Dropped it back in the pool.
Was it hot?
Came back in. Yeah, it was. Came back in to see if it was hot.
Oh, I thought it was.
So I dropped it back in. I was like, well, that tripped a breaker. So because I went back to the outlets and none of them have ground faults on them. So I came back in here and checked the breakers and they were all hot. So it was just fucking hot. It didn't even trip a breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to the plug, unplugged it, so I wouldn't electrocute myself, and then went out there and took the video. That was a series of events that took place.
I doubt it. I think he dropped it back in there and then pulled it out while it's still plugged in.
Carmen said it didn't have to have a ground fault because the pump has one built in.
It's not for the pump. That was an extension cord.
Yeah, it's an extension cord plugged into a sub pump.
Yeah,
anyway,
cord.
I get that it. I understand.
So if you put
I get it.
Extension cord into the water, will the electric come out of it? I know that's a
I'm just.
question.
I don't even remember how we got in.
Realistically, it would have had to have been a perfect fucking storm for me to get electrocuted by that thing.
And you know that's not going to happen.
But it's still not cool to do.
You're not going to.
I was up on top of a wooden deck.
You're not that lucky.
I had shoes on. I probably wasn't gonna. I probably could have just unplugged it and been done with it. But you know what?
But he had to send his wife a video and then just be like, "Did you understand what had just happened?"
Fuck you, motherfucker.
I wasn't even gonna be like that if you just said, "Oh my god." But you didn't. You said what? So it's not pumped.
She wasn't looking at it. She was driving. She just seen the pool.
Oh my god. All right.
That's what I would've
I
done.
refuse to be at fault here.
I'm not saying. Okay. Okay.
I wasn't even a dick about it. I didn't come back with you as some kind of fucking tirade about how you're not supposed to electrocute people. I didn't say any of that shit. I just said, if this ends up in the pool, somebody's going to get electrocuted.
I'm just saying, you know, my experience over the last couple of weeks of being called a dumbass without actually being called a dumbass.
I wasn't being malicious. I was like, Jesus, baby. Wow.
You can't just drop an owlet into the pool. It kills you immediately. You can't just drop an owlet into the pool. Period. It kills you. Period. Immediately. Whatever. Don't tell me that you are being an asshole with that punctuation.
I punctuate every sentence I do.
Not like that.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Was there like a space?
Everybody on this line.
There is a difference between being serious and being an asshole. I was just being serious. You can't drop fucking extension cords into the swimming pool.
And I know that.
And I don't understand why I'm catching shit for
because
it.
Because you were like, you're reiterating this to me like I'm a fucking idiot.
I wasn't reiterating. I was iterating because you acted like you didn't know what was going on. In fact, you came back with a response, I don't get it. So you said to me, I don't
well, I'm
get it.
like, I said, so is it fried? Did I assume that we electrified something into the pool? I said that.
Oh, so it was a miscommunication all along. See?
We fucking.
Only one of us is mad about it, the other one's not.
I thought it was
the guy that almost got electrocuted isn't mad about it.
You didn't almost get electrocuted!
The chick that got a stern text is the one that's pissed off.
I'm so mad your camera's frizzing out. Look at my magic skills. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the dead animal.
Back to the book. How's that?
Anyway, dead animal in the pool.
Dead animal in the pool, once again. Probably a possum or some kind of raccoon. Big animal. I'm going to find out what it is. I am going to look.
Ooh, Google
How
take
did
a
we
picture
start
of
talking
it.
about the pool?
I have no idea.
Take a picture of it. Do the Google thing.
Yeah, do a Google search.
Anyway, I mean, the part of the carcass you can see, it kind of looks like a turtle.
That's what I thought.
No, see?
Was it hairy?
Maybe it was a turtle.
No. A turtle would not disintegrate.
A turtle,
they have a shell.
A turtle covered in black hair? It could be a cat. It
could
just
be a skunk.
It did look
my god.
It did look like a turtle, didn't it?
The
part you could see, the skull part.
Yeah. Is that a skull or is that a ribcage? I don't know. Okay, we can look at it later. The book.
It's probably a skunk.
Carmen thought it was funny.
I did too.
Carmen's
I enjoyed
everything
it.
is funny.
Even the spicy. I like the spicy scenes.
The book?
You were like the smut
Are we
scenes?
talking about the book?
I did.
Yes.
I liked them.
I thought she was
they
talking
were
about our
pretty
misadventures.
funny. What?
I thought she was talking about our misadventures.
That would make me ask you how many misadventures you have thus told her of.
Oh shit.
Huh?
I'm like, what do you mean?
Her about our misadventures. She sees them on the live, just like everybody else.
Just like the rest of
Just like the internet. Just like the rest of the internet.
I need more tea. I need more tea for this conversation.
I need some Jose Cuervo tea.
Anyway, there's a couple of aspects of this book that I wanted to address.
Okay.
And see what everybody thought about it.
Full send.
Come on, let's do it. Hardcore. Straight. No chaser.
Alright. So, the way she pitches this book, the way she's trying, is, because the way that I...
Grab this microphone.
She can't hear us?
I'm assuming not.
Okay.
That's probably for the best.
I was having to like hone in to hear you, and I know the microphone's not picking me up. Like it
okay.
should be.
Well, here we are again.
Okay, so
that whole tirade, nobody heard it?
No, they heard that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that when you start talking about something, you have a tendency to get a little bit more quiet.
Okay.
So I wanted to grab the microphone.
Alright, so the way I came across this is that for some strange reason, I don't understand why, but the algorithm on my Instagram has a bunch of smut content on it.
Oh my god!
I know, right? So I was just piddle farting around on Insta, as I do, and this chick pops up, this Edie chick, and she starts talking about how she writes smut for men.
How do you know it's a she?
It is a girl.
How do you know?
It showed her.
Oh.
She talks about her husband and shit.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a video that she took. She takes these videos to promote her books.
Okay.
And she's talking about how she writes smut for men, smut especially for men, that what some women like it, but it's mainly written for men because nobody writes anything for men, and blah blah blah. It's a smut from a male's point of view.
For men.
And I was like, oh, well, okay. Well, let's see if it's legit, right? So I started reading it, and in the beginning it was just like mid writing, and it started getting interesting. I was like, wow, this is a book that's interesting, and it kind of like she's like legitimately trying to write a book for dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, it would be really cool if we like read this smut that's supposed to be for guys, written by a woman. Somebody, I don't know what she identifies as, but to me she's a woman. Smut for men, written by a woman, for dudes, and she said that girls would like it too.
Okay.
So I thought that it would be cool for us to read this book, and I can comment about whether or not this was legitimately for men.
Uh-oh.
And you guys could comment about, like, what about it. I really wanted to kind of delve into, like, the idea of, is this what women really think men are? Or how men really act? Or how men really feel about things?
Yes.
And I would, like, comment about how, I can't speak for all men, but I can comment about how I actually feel about those things that women take for, they just assume that that's how we are.
Okay.
And I thought it would make for interesting content, and that's why I asked for us to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think my impression of how society is and everything, and just the way things are, that's how I feel like men think about things.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I'm sure we could dive into some.
Like, specifically, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm talking about this guy's interior dialogue. I'm talking about his wants and needs. What he considers to be erotic, and what he considers to be like, because this would be a man's fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
This is what you guys think that a man's fantasy is.
I think that
not every man.
That most men would love to be transported to a parallel universe where he gets to robot a giant tech robot. Absolutely, I think that is full send.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll buy that. I'll endorse
and
that.
with a perfect body.
No, me not so much.
Yeah, we did talk about this a little bit.
Maybe if you were 19. You're
No,
not 19.
Not when I was 19. I thought I had the perfect body when I was 19.
So
Not if you were in a wheelchair.
I can see, based off of your reaction to that, I can see where you would say that perfect body ideal, like, thing comes from women, because women are always thinking about how to have the perfect body. It's definitely a woman's point of view.
Not necessarily men's got to have a perfect body, but just...
Because this is a 19-year-old kid, so his experience level dictates a little bit of that, too.
Yep.
What?
Is that what Carmen said?
Mm-hmm.
Dictates
Yeah.
what? What he wants?
His perspective on what he would want.
But do I think that
She said it wasn't. She didn't say it was smut for 19-year-old men.
I think that
She said it was smut for men.
I think the idea of being stuck on an airship with 3 women is a little unrealistic for a man. I don't know of any man who wants to spend that long with a bunch of women.
No. it was being stuck on an airship with 3 women that weren't bitching at him the whole fucking time he was there.
They had men attitudes.
They had dudish attitudes.
Yeah, like the girl who wanted to just bang everything.
Yeah.
Well,
None
stereotypical
of them,
men attitudes.
some of them made fun of him and crap, and he was kind of a doty-do. And
dictates a little bit of his mental thoughts.
well, I mean that would have
But
been
there
great.
are women like that.
That would have been great if this book was written for 19-year-old men, but it wasn't. It was written for men of all ages.
Okay.
So if you're trying to appeal, whenever women write smut, they don't write smut for 16-year-old girls. They don't write smut for 21-year-olds. They write smut for women. And women, that's they use the tropes that appeal to that audience. All women. So yeah, this guy did show a lot of the characteristics of a younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
He did, but that's not her audience. I'm her audience. I'm the one that read it.
I mean, I think that his not wanting to have a baby with somebody that he doesn't like, jumping into having a baby right away was pretty realistic. I would assume that's a male's perspective. That
Yeah, but it didn't stop there.
What do you
It
mean?
didn't stop there with that.
What do you mean?
She acted like this guy was beginning to warm up to the idea of just spreading his seed without any kind of repercussions.
Yeah, towards the end.
That's not how I am.
I'm like, how many kids do we have?
Yeah, but I'm not just like throwing kids to the wind.
I know, and it's if
Well, there's a lot of
I think that
dudes
a lot
with
there's
multiple baby mamas.
yeah, there are.
So it's
But
not
that,
like
it kind of gave me the
unheard
ick.
of.
It kind of made me feel like, is that what women think that we want to do? Is just like fuck with no repercussions, and if we have a bunch of kids, and as long as we don't have to deal with them, that's fine.
yeah.
That's not how I am.
No, it's not how you are, but I think that would be a very... What would you speak about her point of view for men, and then what would you speak about her point of view for men, and then he's got multiple women at the same time, which is a known male fantasy?
What does that mean?
Well, it's kind of like
I think just having multiple partners. Having
the
three.
harem.
Yeah, having
aspect.
a harem, if that's a male fantasy.
There's guys that do that. There's guys that have. There's just polygamy. There's guys that have 3 or 4 wives.
Which is the way some men are, she says.
Well, it's not like he's just trying to score with, and that's not the way that chick set it up either. It's not like he's just trying to have casual sex with 3 different women on the ship. He's not. He's
But
trying
then-
to develop a relationship with 3 women on the ship.
So what you're saying is she needs to.
Is he going to turn down some pussy? No, he's not.
I don't
research her
think
audience?
I didn't get the idea that he was trying to have
He was
3
legitimately.
meaningful relationships with those women.
He could have just been like, you know what? Okay, I'll fuck you today. I'll fuck you today. I'll fuck you today. Whatever.
That's kind of how it felt.
But he legitimately cared about them and how they were doing and what their problems were and how he could help. He's trying to be helpful.
Yeah, he's trying to be helpful, but I don't think that you can try and be helpful without wanting to have a relationship with a woman. You do it all the time.
What?
You try to be helpful all the time to people. You want to help people out. You put yourself out there.
I'm just saying that his character presented himself as the type of person that wouldn't mind having a relationship with 3 different women at the same time. He just seemed like that's who he was.
Not
He
initially.
wasn't just trying to well, he had 3 women throwing themselves at him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, not initially, no, but if like I said, he's not gonna turn down pussy. He's 19.
Right, but then also you're in a different environment, different culture, completely different place with different rules.
He didn't know that.
But he was learning that as he went.
He didn't get...
Because he was like, oh, no, I can't do this
after,
without love.
After the
and
fact.
then they're like, no, it's okay.
She says that his circumstance was a little different. I will agree with that, but that doesn't exclude the fantasy of wanting to be with multiple women at the same time.
Which is the whole point of smut books.
But I think that, I think that's a fantasy for regardless of a gender. I mean, we've talked about my fucking reverse harem tropes that I like. That's not a fully men fantasy. That is just a fantasy for multiple people. In my opinion.
Maybe.
Let me put it this way. In my opinion, the idea of wanting to be able to have multiple sex partners is a common fantasy between every gender. But being able to have meaningful, long-lasting, like, relationships with people, I have a hard time believing that is a fantasy.
That's not every dude's fantasy. No.
I was going to say that.
No,
I have a hard
not.
time believing that's a man's fantasy.
No. This is a subgenre.
She said, no, he didn't. He can be helpful without caring.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you cannot. Men do not. We will not. If I don't care, I don't care. I won't do it.
Yeah, but you can care without wanting to develop a meaningful relationship with somebody.
Yeah, but you can't be helpful without legitimately wanting to be helpful. You can't. You won't.
Okay, well, yeah, we can agree with that, but I don't think that was the point. I think the point was that he can want to be helpful and want to care, but not to the point of let's get married and be together forever. That's what I'm saying. That it wasn't. He can want to be helpful and be a good team member and be a good friend.
I think it was
and still get laid.
I think it was a little bit mismatched.
Probably was.
It was a little bit mismatched because he had like this idea. They had explained to him what was going on.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't really how it works. He's like, I thought you were supposed to like court a woman and be in a relationship and then eventually have sex with them. And they're like, nah. In fact, they all showed up with contracts.
That's true.
So they all showed up with breeding contracts because they were going to use him to have babies.
Yeah, that was the plan.
And he had kind of a same reaction I would have gone. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Nobody wants to be used.
Right.
Nobody.
Damn it. Yeah, that's true. I'll agree with that.
But there were a couple of things about that. There's a couple of things about his personality in the book, and there's a couple of things about his situation in the book that I didn't think was a male fantasy. Like, usually guys, if they're having a fantasy, they're usually not being drug along and explained things to. A male's fantasy is that he knows what's going on. And that people are following him for leadership. That's a male's fantasy.
Yeah.
Somebody's he's like, oh, they're like, okay, well now you got to do this. He's like, okay. Mm-hmm. That's not how guys are. That might be how they are in real life, but that's not their fantasy. Their fantasy is to be an alpha male. That's most men's fantasy. Is to be in charge, and to be protective, and to be the person that saves the day most of the time. That's a man's fantasy. So what you're saying
is the general female smut that's marketed to females is actually what males really want. So like the dudes are like the alphas.
Yeah.
And they're strong. So like there's no need then to write a men's smut. Because the smut...
That's not true.
I think that the way the smut was written in this book shows that it was written for men.
I don't think that's true either.
I
thought the smut in that book was the worst part of it.
I mean, I do too. We kind of have a brief conversation about this, but I feel as though the way this smut was written was that it was supposed... I mean, of course, it's written from the male's perspective. it's written from how he feels, what his experience with the whole thing, which is great. That's what it's supposed to do. But I felt as though I was watching, like, a cheap porno.
That's the way it kind of seemed, yeah.
So it like, she could have pulled up Pornhub, turned on any video, and just typed out what she saw. That's the impression I got with those smut scenes.
Yeah, that's what it kind of seemed like.
And I think that was her playing into what she believed to be a male fantasy. Because I feel like most porn videos are made for men. What people think men want to see.
Are they mostly made by men, though?
I have no idea.
Maybe that's just my assumption.
They're made for men. But they're made for men to watch.
Right.
They're made for men to watch.
So instead of watching Pornhub, she should have went to Hustler and read the Hustler.
That's where she should have done her research.
Shit.
Well,
a men's magazine.
But
because a lot of times those guys will they'll describe what's going on in their head. And he just had like this. I mean, for one thing, he was an inexperienced person. I don't think that
an inexperienced
guys
person would tie
don't
like that.
guys don't like them.
yeah.
No, it goes on to, in the next book explains that some. Just like what we talked about before, in that every time I say something was bad about a book, so he'll chime in, and so will the next book talks about that and explains it. Don't fucking do that. And this book is no different. Don't fucking do that. If you're gonna have something happen in a book, explain it in that book.
Right.
Don't explain it down the road, because this person apparently. Not only has he got a huge fucking cock.
He's rated 11.
Not only is it huge, it also appears to grow and shrink at his will.
Oh, that's so annoying.
He's got like a remote control pecker that allows it to get as big or as small as he wants it to be, and that's why would, come on now. Use what you got, bro.
Use what you got.
Use what you got.
That would be funny to see him, like, choose a micro penis.
Yeah.
And be like the best. And of course,
yeah.
He's
like, nah, man, I can't wield this thing.
It's a male fantasy.
3
so
inches
the women
it
are,
is.
So the women are like, oh my gosh, I love it. And it's
no, it's you know what? It's not the size of his wiener.
Clit.
It's not the size of his wiener that he's going for or should have been going for. It's his ability. That's how they're trying to impress somebody is with what they can do, not what they got.
Right.
Maybe.
And
No,
I think but that's the thing about it. This is the part about this book I didn't like. Is no dude wants to relive their first time. It was horrible. It was disappointing for all parties.
Can we just throw in real quick before I forget? You can tell this was written for men. It's supposed to be for men through male perspective by the amount of pussy he actually ate, which was like once. In a woman's fantasy, when he tied hog-tied her to the...
I was gonna bring that up too.
When he hog-tied her to the bed, the first thing, I was like, and now he's gonna eat her out. And then he didn't. I was like...
That was something, that's something that I noticed too, that I was like, dude...
Where's the foreplay?
Where's your game at, bro? Where's your game at, dude?
Just stick it in.
Yeah,
she doesn't need any
and
foreplay.
that was like...
Just being with him is enough.
Well,
his shit's weak, man. His shit's weak.
Maybe it's age. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm making fun of it.
That's what I'm saying. That like no guy wants to relive his freaking first time. It wasn't good for anybody. Right. He wasn't good at it. He bumblefucked through it. I don't even understand why it was included in a men's Smut book. A woman's first time. I mean, you can have a fantasy about that.
Yeah. About it being good.
But that's not what she did here.
No.
She didn't just like drop into the pool and start pumping away and it was amazing. That would have been a good like
more believable.
Yeah, it would have been a good Smut book. If he was just like straight out the gate, the best they ever had. But she didn't even describe it as the best they'd ever had. She didn't even describe it as that. He wasn't doing anything spectacular. He just showed up with a big dick. And used it not well. No. He bumbled around with it quite a bit.
Well,
And then they're supposed to come back with like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I don't understand why we need any other guys. We've got you. Blah 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 blah. Nah, man. When you do a bad job, you should know it. You should know it. When I do a bad job, I'm like, oh, sorry. You've heard me say it. Sorry. It's a long day. That wasn't ideal. Sorry about that.
I think I need another shot.
She's like, I can't hear about this without alcohol.
But I'm just saying, it's like he was expecting all of the effects of doing an amazing job without actually. Is that a Vince fantasy? I don't know. It's not mine.
But maybe that's a woman's perspective of a male's fantasy.
That's what I was wondering. That's if that's what you guys think we are. Because, I mean, I
do
get
the least amount of work with having the most amount of appreciation. Yeah, that definitely seems like something I would assume a man would want.
And a woman.
Okay. Yeah, and a woman.
I don't know. I just want to get... Never mind.
But,
I just want some appreciation
Men
for what I
men
do
don't
anyway.
have the market cornered on wanting to do the least amount of work and getting the most amount of appreciation.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
I said men don't have the market cornered on wanting to do the least amount of work and get the most amount of appreciation. They don't.
Okay. No, I thought you said?
What?
We were about to throw hands.
Did he say your name?
No.
I thought he said your name, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I'm just saying
I'll come across this
that me as a dude, and most men as dudes, I feel like, unless I mean you can't like. I mean, I guess you can generalize. Maybe I'm just talking about myself. I don't know.
I mean, you probably are. I mean, what other perspective do you have? You can't bring yourself into another guy's head.
But I'm just saying that, like, when men have an accomplishment, they want to earn it. They want to have earned it. They want it to be legitimate.
And women don't?
I'm just saying. Maybe they do. I'm not a woman. I can only speak for myself, really. I can't even speak for all men. Cricket's the worst one.
What?
About wanting your accomplishments to be legitimate.
I do want my accomplishments.
She doesn't want anything to. She doesn't want anything. And Carmen's really bad about it too.
What are you talking about? I don't want to work for my legitimate.
No, I'm saying that if it's like you'll hear about people who like wrestle or they race or they any kind of competition. Somebody who truly wants to be the best at what they do, if their opponent shows up sick that day, they'll go home.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they win, they want everybody to be at their peak so that they know that their win was legitimate. They don't want to. Nobody wants to win by default.
Oh, okay.
And you're the same way.
Okay.
You do not want to win by default. That's why whenever you
I want it to be legitimate.
and I say, "Do you want me to help you with that?" No.
I'm not that way.
She's gotten better about it.
Well, I feel like I've had a couple of legitimate wins.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, you want to help? Sure, friend. I'm always like that.
Yeah.
No, it's something I want to do myself and want to do it well. I want to do it myself well.
But, like, I mean, I don't know how most guys are, but, like...
But if it's cleaning the house, I'm like, fuck yeah, pop on in here.
But, like faking an orgasm...
I've done that.
Faking an orgasm to me... You better not.
I've done that.
And if you do, don't ever tell me. Because...
Why would I do that?
I'm just saying that is, like, the worst form of insult to me.
I would never tell a guy I faked an orgasm unless I was trying to piss him off.
But you would. You would tell him if you were trying to piss him off.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't tell me what I did was good if it wasn't. Because how are you supposed to get better at anything if you think you're doing great?
It's true.
I think I'm gonna keep the rest of my tea to myself.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are on the internet.
That's true.
But I'm just saying, okay, what I would have liked to have seen instead of what happened is I would have liked to him just be naturally good at what he did. There's nothing wrong with that. That is a fantasy. That's a fantasy.
He kind of
just come out the gate.
He kind of was naturally good at the robot.
Yeah, and that part was good.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
But
the sex.
The sex was not. He wasn't naturally good, but they acted like he was, and that just kind of gave me the ick. He was naturally good at the robot. He
In their defense, maybe they never had a sausage that big.
The chick was a slut.
Yeah, but if it can grow, I mean, you don't know. We don't know. Though her walk in, I haven't had a sausage today, and you're I'm like, bleh.
Yeah. That
Like,
kind of crap.
I feel like that's something I would say.
That was.
Some bullshit off the cuff.
But
you know what? You would.
yeah, totally.
I could totally see you going up to Pat and be like, "You're the only one who can provide me with some sausage today."
And he'd be like, "Oh, I'm tired.
Damn.
But
I'm sorry.
I just think that instead of having like, I understand that this was a short book and it was meant to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if she meant it as a joke, then I did exactly.
But guys don't necessarily want women to be throwing themselves at them. It would be nice.
Well,
They don't
But you just said it would be nice.
But they don't necessarily want that. They don't want to run across 3 women and have all 3 women chasing after them. They don't necessarily want that. They want to, like I said, they want to be successful. So they want to be able to pursue a woman, and
they want the hunt
and earn their interest.
Yeah.
Only alpha males.
They want to.
The betas are like.
Well, at some point, you're willing to pay for it, depending on how good at it you are and how long it's been. At some point, you're willing to pay for it.
Right.
But I think a man's fantasy would be to be able to pursue a woman and gain their interest and score. It doesn't necessarily have to make them fall in love with them.
Pursue the woman he has interest in.
Yeah.
Not particularly a woman who has shown him interest in before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and I think that as far as this book goes, it was a missed opportunity because he had 3 women on that ship that were all interesting. They were all interesting women.
Yeah, well,
for different reasons.
They had to be. Yeah.
Didn't have to be.
And I'm by the foreshadowing in the book 1, I can only imagine what the next one's gonna be like.
Are there any smut for men written by men besides Hustler?
Gay smut. That's what I'm saying. Most of the smut for men that's written for men is in men's magazines.
Yeah.
And you know what? That never even, who brought that up? Somebody brought that up.
You brought up your.
Pat brought it up.
I think it was a collaboration.
Yeah, because you brought up your Playboy magazine that your friend signed because he had a story in it.
Yeah, and that never even occurred to me. But that's all those articles in those girly mags is that it's smut for men.
Yeah.
For men that like to read, and not just look at the picture.
Yeah.
I'm sure being able to flip to a picture, during it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
There it is. There's that visual.
But that's what I'm saying. He had 3 women on this ship that were interesting, and he could have just pursued them and got each one of them individually. They all could have been cool with it. They all were cool with it.
Yeah, kind of.
I need tissue.
Please excuse the condition of my.
But to just show up and have a big sausage and have everybody jump on it, it just doesn't seem very like a fantasy to me.
No, that's more of a woman's thing.
I like the idea that he kind of proved himself. Are you falling asleep?
No.
Okay, I like the idea that he kind of like proved himself as being useful.
Yeah.
Most men want that.
Everything
He's
about
well on his way to being the best there is at what he has or what he does.
everything about the robot, everything about like his interaction with just being kind of a normal guy in that society seemed very legit to me. He's like, oh, I get to upgrade my shit, and she's like, yeah. She goes, but there's some limitations, and so what did he do? He flipped to the front of the book and did the research that he would need to know to be able to do his upgrade.
He was living a video game. Is what he was doing.
Yep.
He was living a video game, and to me, it felt to me like he was living BattleTech, which is a role playing game.
Mm-hmm.
He was living BattleTech, and it was really cool to me because I'm that kind of guy. I don't think it would have appealed to all men.
No, it's certainly a genre of men, though.
Yeah, it's geek dudes.
Yeah.
She wrote that book for geek men.
Yeah, I agree with that. The whole D&D aspect of it, the Gundam robots, the fucking airship battles, the monsters.
It was almost like she had played that game.
Yeah.
It was almost like she was almost like she DM'd that game.
But so.
Is it late?
Yeah.
What time is it?
11.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Tomorrow's going to suck. Be hitting it. Monster.
But what I took away from that is like, what I was wondering is that how much of that book, from the male's perspective, you guys thought was legitimate, and how much of it you thought, well, guys really aren't like that.
From a woman's perspective, most of it was legitimate. Most.
All the shit that was rattling around in his head.
In my opinion.
I mean, for the age. And I don't know what his background was, but
yeah,
I think
being reminded that he was, because at some point I think in the middle of the book she does reiterate that he's 19.
Yeah.
Which brought it back down to, oh yeah, I can't expect.
Maybe it was just like a bad litmus test for men because he wasn't an inexperienced dude, and guys. I mean, I remember whenever I was 19 years old,
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty one note.
So, but yeah, I read that book. Some of it I was like, let me phrase it this way. When I went into this book and started reading this book, I went into it with the mentality of this is what a woman perceives from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
And from that idea, from keeping that idea in my head, it was about 100%, okay, 85 to 100%. I'm like, yes, this is very stereotypical. This is what I would assume from a 19-year-old guy, put into the situation. And at some points I'm like, but it's also from a woman's perspective who wrote it from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
So I kept throwing that in too. So there was never a point where I was like, this is totally so unbelievable, because I'm like, well, this was also not written by a guy. So I could easily write.
But it's supposed to be for men.
I understand that. Just because it's written for men doesn't mean that she knows how men think. I'm with a man. I don't know how men think.
Seriously, do men really know how women think? Because I don't think that men know how I think.
I don't. You look at her like that, but I do think a lot of the time that men are completely unaware. There are things you pick up on, and there, obviously, when you're in a committed relationship with somebody, you're more likely to pick up on more than not. But in a general sense, no, you're not gonna know how, a comment might affect somebody, or how that interaction actually came across, or. But I mean, I don't know how I get perceived by men either. couldn't even begin to imagine. I don't fucking.
Me either.
I don't fucking want to.
You don't care.
It's not that I don't care. I do care a lot. But it's the fact that I can't put myself into that headspace because it's just a spiral. Because I'm never going to know. I'm never going to understand. And so I got to just pretend like I'm some kind of bad bitch and pretend like I have that kind of confidence. Because the only thing I am sure of is that confidence is sexy. That's it. I fake it till I make it. Because no one likes a dumb broad.
What?
She pulled that shit on me when we got together.
No one likes a dumb broad?
She's like, oh yeah. She had those glasses on. She's like, oh yeah.
But she snowed you, didn't she?
I get it. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wow, she gets me. She's just sitting there shaking her head. Oh yeah, I totally get it. Yeah. Or she was just sat there and be quiet. Oh yeah, I totally get it. That must be hard. I had no idea what I was talking about.
Sucker! And now he sees it. Now he knows me well enough that he knows when I'm faking it. He goes, you don't understand anything I'm saying, do you?
I don't even try.
I'd like to know.
I think what it is, we've been together for so long, I understand what she knows and what she doesn't. You and Pat have been together for so long, you probably learned most of your shit together.
I'm not even going to go to that space right now.
Why?
Because we're on the internet.
Yeah, talk
I'm
about
trying
like
to
what
be
you've
good.
learned from life.
Behaving.
Alright. So anyway.
Glow up.
Like what I'm saying is, it was a horrible book. No, it wasn't. It's fun to read.
No, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It kind of, to me, it fell into the same category as like a Dungeon Crawler Carl type thing. There's a book for dudes that are into D&D.
Yeah. Or into some kind of like nerdy, geeky shit.
And it's got smut.
And it's got some sex scenes.
I don't know. I kind of think of like, like the Transformer movies with the nerdy guys, the nerdy tech guys. They're like, ooh, like they would be into that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
So.
But that's what it was, because what I was saying before is like whenever I was young, super young, we still got it, but when I was super young, I had a role-playing game. It was called BattleTech. Have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of playing an elf or a dwarf or being a fighter or a cleric or whatever like you do D&D, you manned these mechs, and you got to build your mech, pick out all the stuff about it you liked, pick out all the stuff that you wanted it to have, and then you would fight each other on a board like you do in D&D. And that's basically all this was. It was a kid playing BattleTech, only he got to actually do it.
What would be really fun is if the last book comes along and he wasn't even there.
Till he wakes up.
Yeah. Be like some, what's the name of that movie?
And it was all a dream.
Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
Be like some Avatar shit.
Well, that would have been, I mean, if she hadn't have explained him, and I think that's the reason why she explained him away at the beginning of it. She's like, this man's dead. He died. They designated him dead on the table.
Mm-hmm.
They had a funeral and buried him.
Well, and I think we forgot one aspect. I don't know if it was mentioned. I don't recall it being mentioned, but he had 3 chicks on the thing, but he also had the one in his head.
Who he might bone later.
He's absolutely gonna bone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't start with her.
Anyone
I'm
else?
surprised. You know what? I'm almost halfway into the second book, and he hasn't fucked her yet.
You know what though? I'm waiting for him to fuck the cat lady.
Fuck. That was what I was gonna say. How come he isn't fucking the cat shifter?
Because from the end of the first book, he doesn't realize she's a cat shifter yet.
And you know what? In the middle of the second book, he doesn't know she's a cat shifter yet either.
So
He's like, how is this bitch cooking dinner with no thumbs?
So at some point, this is going to spiral from supposed to be for men's smut to a women's smut.
Yeah, might.
I think she even mentioned that she tried. She was she went from trying to make it for men to making it for both, and she's doing a really good job. And the reason why I feel like she's doing a good job is that she's not making it first person. Mm-hmm. When she pans, especially in the second book, when she pans from character to character, it's third person. What's going on in this person's head, what they're doing, and it makes each character more personable. And almost makes each character just as important in the story as another.
Well, they say that when you're writing a book like that you, like a fiction or whatever, you shouldn't do it first person. It should always be third person.
That's what I've been saying for years.
That's like the.
But I've talked to a few authors about it.
It's probably hard to do.
It's hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to Rebecca Jose.
Mm-hmm.
She said that they both have their own challenges. It's like something that I mentioned before. Is like whenever you write something from first person perspective, unless you jump from character to character to character in first person, it makes it really hard to write the story, because if things are happening outside of that person's perspective, they don't know about it. Mm-hmm. So you have to figure out a way for somehow or another for them to know about it in a creative way.
So, I guess we'll need to get on and decide what the next book shall be. Because I don't know if I'm going to go move on to the second one of this book.
I want to read it.
Are there any other authors who do the writing for the men besides Hustler? Maybe we should do a Hustler.
That was the reason. they have like, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so. That sounds
like
so
I was saying
about.
What I was saying about Frankie is like he would like take excerpts. From what I gather, I might be way off, but he would take excerpts from his books and submit them to Hustler, and then they would publish them. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these articles in these Hustlers are just scenes from books that these guys have read or written. Mm-hmm. What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, this is a train wreck. This is a train wreck. I've probably been muted this entire time.
No, it hasn't.
Immediately after the cord being in the pool, and we found the dead thing.
It was muted from that point on.
It was muted from there.
It was not.
Because nothing else was that great. The whole conversation about the thing in the pool was the meat and potatoes of the life. It was great.
Alright. With that, we'll end the video. We're going to have to decide our next book, figure out what we're doing.
I'm going to read the next one of these.
Okay. Sounds like you already are.
And I am. And I can suggest whether or not you should read it, and you can decide whether or not you want to. You acted like you liked this book.
Yeah, we can. I mean, if
what made you decide not to read the next one?
I get the feeling that's going to be kind of one-noted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering that too. Is it so hard? Or does it progress?
Honestly, she kind of like delves into the different characters, and it's like
yeah, like I buy the synopsis of the second book. I get the feeling that they're gonna dive a little far. They dived a little bit into the captain.
What's that chick's name? Bixley or whatever?
Yeah.
He fucked me.
Bexley.
Bexley?
I think it was Bexley or something like that.
Yeah, whoever the engineer is. Man, that is his go-to. It's like when he doesn't want to put up, when he doesn't like want to put up a bunch of effort, he just goes down to where she's working, man.
She knows what she wants. She just wants that sausage.
She was about some salt. That's a really, man, that joke. That is so corny. That is so corny.
I get the feeling that they're gonna dive deeper into the psyche of the other Titan person.
Well, she's got a backstory.
She's got a lot of drama.
She's the quiet one.
And well, they're not going into backstory. I mean, some of it ends up being backstory.
Right.
But I think that this whole book focuses on her mother is an archaeologist and she goes missing.
Right.
And so they all have to go try to save her.
Right.
And in doing that, they meet like where they run across where she's from, her history, her culture.
She already said something in the first book about them pressuring her to have kids, and so the whole kid thing's probably going to come up again with the contracts, and if he hasn't already signed one by that point, it just. And I'm like, is it going to be the same kind of thing where the sex is bad, the jokes are kind of corny?
If that happens, I won't recommend it.
They had me at the very beginning with titties.
I won't read I won't read the next one if it's like that. If it's just like a men's adventure, and then he fucks 3 chicks during that time, I won't read the next one.
Well, and so, I'll say that I do think that the baseline of the story is interesting. That, I did have a good time reading the book. But it was also one of those books where I listened to it while I was doing something else, and it wasn't something I had to pay a ton of attention to follow along.
Yeah.
So I would like something a little bit more, my speed, I guess. I'm a mood reader, so,
You know what I would like to have done? I would like to write a men's smut book. That's just like standard smut.
Mm-hmm.
From a man's perspective, that is a good book.
Yeah, you said that a couple times.
Why don't you do it?
I got imposter syndrome.
I know the feeling.
Anyway.
It doesn't go away.
So I guess I'll have to pop back on here and tomorrow, maybe the next day, figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
But until then,